I'm Erin. This is Erin Dates. And today I'm going to talk about online dating because that is how I date. Um, so, I am a senior in college, and although a lot of really cool guys go to my school, I am not that brave person who goes up to them and is like, "How you doing? You looking good today? Look at you in your khakis. Your khakis. Ooh. Your polo shirt with the little emblem. Look at you. Look at you." I don't really do that. Um, and it's probably best that I not. um, I don't think they would appreciate that. Um, so I online date. Um, I use OkCupid. In case you are wondering, I figure, why have you assumed that I can afford eHarmony when I can't? So it's called OkCupid. I really hate the name of it. Like, shamefully hate the name of it. It's free though, so if it's free, it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna start right off the bat with, we'll go with cons, okay? So earlier today, and by earlier I mean like 20 minutes ago, I was like, you know what? Let me go online and let me just spend like 20 minutes, I mean clearly 20 minutes being like, well, let's find the weirdest stuff that I can. Because online dating brings out the weirdos. I'm sure that the weirdos are out there in real life, but they're hiding. But online, they are out. So, and clearly I screen captured. So, okay, one of the cool things about, well, not one of the cool things, but we'll just say one of the things about online dating is that, or at least the site that I use, you can answer questions. You choose, multiple choice, SAT sort of thing, but it asks you certain questions that aren't, this is to that as this is to this. And you get to go and read what other people have written, which is good because it helps you weed out the freaks. So let's read, shall we? Okay, one of my biggest ones is the question, gay marriage, should it be legal? I have dated somebody who was kind of homophobic, and I am not okay with that. And I look back and I'm like, honey, why did you do that? So I can automatically go to somebody's profile and look, they clicked no. Should it be legal? No. And you know what I say? Move on. Keep moving. Keep moving. Because it's not going to be him. Also, always a winner. This question is, did you join just so you could find people to have sex with? He answers yes. I say no. No. Why? I'm not a hoe. Okay, on average, which best describes how often you get wicked drunk? They say weekly or bi-weekly. No, I'm not looking for an alcoholic. Oh my goodness, you guys. This question. Do you think women have an obligation to keep their legs shaved? Do you know how many guys I see who say yes? Wow. Also, okay, creepy messages. I've gotten over 10. Which, not bad, because there's creepy people in real life too. One guy recently started a conversation with me with this line: "If you were a cat, you'd be in big trouble right now." I don't know what to do with that information. I get a lot of, "Hey sexy, how you doing?" Which even on a screen comes out in that voice. A lot of "hey sexies," and none of my pictures online are sexy. So I guess they find my face. I don't know, but it confuses me. Mainly because I'm one of those people that's very forward. That's very creepy. I don't want you to start off calling me, "Hey sexy, how you doing?" Because hi, nice to meet you. What's wrong with you? Yeah. And then, oh, there's also the screen names. My favorite one that I've seen recently was "Money is my world." I know some girls would be like, yes, that is the man for me. But I am not that girl. I do not want money to be your world. That sounds superficial and confusing. Oh, also, fun thing that I read on somebody's profile, it legit said, I live by YOLO. I was like, I understand that it's the motto. I understand. Drake said it, you live by it, that's cool. But are you 15? Just gonna say it. I said it. I said it. And of course, profile pictures. The worst one that I found in that 20 minutes was of a guy with his hair in pigtails, just chilling. And I'm like, I love that you're a goofball. That is cool. You love that about yourself. That's totally fine. I don't know who you get though. Like, that's some stuff right there. Some pigtails. That's some sexy pigtails. Yeah, that's pretty much one of those things that I don't know what to do with. So yeah, those are basically my cons. A lot of the weirdos. You get hit on a lot by really random people. Oh, I just also got a message where somebody said, tell me a joke. And I was like, I'm not gonna answer that. And then a few hours later, he wrote, come on, with like 15 O's. And it was like, no, stop it. But what's nice is that you can block people, which is what happened to him. And then they don't message you creepily anymore. Oh, for New Year's, one guy actually messaged me on New Year's Eve, like the morning of, and was like, hey, do you have a day for New Year's? Oh, wait, no, not New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. Morning of Valentine's Day, or maybe the day before, was like, hey, you want to hang out tomorrow? And I'm like, no, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And he's like, I know, I'm just looking for somebody to hang out with. If you don't want to, could you ask your friends? And I was like, no, I can't. So, on to the pros. Okay. One thing that I really like is in real life, you don't know everything about everybody, obviously, unless you Facebook stalk, which everybody does. But you can go to somebody's profile online and it tells you everything about them. Not everything, it doesn't tell you how many grandparents they have or whatever, but it tells you their height, their weight, what ethnicity they are, their body type, stuff like that. But the stuff that I really care about, it says, do you smoke, do you drink, do you do drugs? And people I found are actually semi-open on here. I mean, you have people who are like, yeah, I do drugs. I'm like, all right, But then my favorite is that they have a pets section and it'll say likes dogs and likes cats. I say 2 thumbs up. You have likes dogs and likes cats, sweet. You will love my animals. When they say, okay, 1, dislike cats. I see that a lot. For me, that's an automatic no. I have cats. I love them. And you have to love them too, or else I punch you in the face. But I do understand that cats are people dislike cats. I get it. But I also will not go out with them if they dislike cats. The biggest thing is when they actually have dislikes animals. That is a huge thing for me. I don't know who doesn't like animals, but I want to say scary people dislike animals. Scary people. Totally scary. Okay, on to other pros. What I think is funny, okay, this website does match you with people. And the guy that I'm currently going on dates with, and we're talking, and we're actually friends, and it's really nice. This is where we met, and the website did not match us. And it's so funny because we get along so well. So I guess that could probably be a con, but honestly I think of it as a pro because that's where I met him and he's just like such a fun part of my life now. But yeah, that's super weird. Okay, another thing is of course photos. Thank the Lord there's photos because I don't know how people used to online date without these things. Because you normally, of course, you can kind of tell when photos are photoshopped. I actually haven't seen a lot of them. It's normally people hanging out with their friends or people standing there like, oh, this is me. But I don't know. I appreciate it because you can weed out the guys with pigtails or the guys who, just stuff. There's stuff out there that you don't want to see. Um, Also, something that I love about the profiles is that sometimes people write really amazing things. Just not always building themselves up because people are actually just sharing who they are. Of course, the negative is that I've actually read somebody say, I have no direction in life and I just play video games. But I'm sure that there's a girl out there for him who also has no direction and just likes playing video games. Those two are going to get along great. But I just read something beautiful on somebody's page and I'm just straight going to share it with you guys. This guy said, I think everything is either hilarious or beautiful. I am alive and so are you. You should really just laugh at yourself occasionally. Make a habit of it. It'll keep you sane. I love that. I think everything is either hilarious or beautiful. I totally get that and I love it. I was just blown away by it. It was like he put thought into his actual profile and I was like, good for you. That's amazing. So I feel like there's not as many pros as there are cons, and that's just because of the weirdos, guys. But mainly, I would want to say the main con is no, the main pro is that here's all these guys who you can read about them and you can see if you share interests and if they spark chemistry in you because that's actually a thing. You can go to somebody's picture and be like, "Oh, hey, I would like to go out with you," and then you read more about them and it can go one of two ways. I've found really cute people and then I'm like, wow, we wouldn't click. You like to do marathons. And I don't know, I think some people hike in their sleep. I mean, there are some crazy active people out there. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, that is not for me. That is for you. And I applaud you, but I will not be there unless you are carrying me on your back while I drink soda and eat candy. Um, but other times you find a cute guy and you're like, oh, you're really funny, and let me message you. And so that's pretty fun. So that, for me, is online dating. Lots of pros, lots of cons, lots of crazies, but there are actual cute guys out there.